Don't come for me, okay?
Hey y'all, hey. I'm back. Thought I'd take you guys along with me today while I do some harvesting. And I was like, you know what? Let me pull out my camera and do another must have or you should have in your garden, in your backyard, somewhere on your property. This, my friends, is yarrow. I need this camera to focus a little bit better. I planted this last year. It didn't flower last year at all, but this year it did flower. But it has completely taken over this bed. This is just 2 plants. I have another one that's in the garden all the way in the back by the tomatoes that we just kind of popped right there. But I'm going to eventually take that out and probably transplant it in here and just make this a yarrow bed because nothing else seems to be able to thrive. Like I have some calendula in here, but it's like the yarrow is taking over. It is taking over. But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about yarrow because yarrow, again, like comfrey, right, is a must have or a should have. Quick disclaimer, right? I am not an herbalist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I heard. What I heard about the herb. How about that? But yeah, yarrow is really good for wound healing. If you have a wound, it will help with the bleeding. Like literally, you can make your own clotting powder from yarrow. It was used like back in the day during wartime when soldiers, had wounds. They would literally go to the field and grab yarrow and use that to help stop the bleeding, right? It's also good at reducing inflammation. It helps with fevers. It induces diuresis. It makes you sweat, so you can break that fever. It's also good for pain relief, immune support. It's antiseptic. It can be applied topically. You can make it into a salve, a balm, poultice, oil, tea. Some people even use it as a face toner, right? It's good for your cardiovascular system as well because what this plant actually does is it's a vasodilator. It's going to open up those blood vessels. So it's good for hypertension, for palpitations or angina, chest pains, because it's going to open up those blood vessels and allow the blood to flow a little better. But yeah, like I said, I am not a herbalist or a doctor. I'm just telling you what I heard about the herb. But I have quite a bit to harvest. I don't have my tripod, so I'm just going to go ahead and harvest it and then probably bring you guys back in the house with me once I get this all harvested. Every part of this plant is medicinal. Well, the aerial parts. And aerial meaning the leaves and the flowers. So yeah, I have a ton of leaves. I have flowers, but more leaves than flowers. And I'm going to harvest them all, darling. From these 2 and the one that's inside the garden. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so what you see here, I am separating some of the weeds that were like entangled in this plant. A lot of chickweed was in there. It wasn't too much, but as I'm going through and I'm sorting some of the longer stems that I plan to hang dry, you see me putting a rubber band. Those are the ones that are going to be hung up to dry. The shorter cuttings from some of the leaves that I was able to get, I'm going to actually put those in the dehydrator and use those to make some clotting powder, right? I think it'd be pretty cool to have clotting powder on hand in the kitchen if I'm ever cooking and, I have a clumsy moment and I accidentally cut my finger. Just sprinkle some of that yarrow powder on it to stop the bleeding. But yeah, this is a pretty easy process. I had my music going. I was just chilling and relaxing and getting these herbs processed. Yeah, I won't talk your ear off too much in this video. I'll just kind of sit back and let you all watch the process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these all sorted, separated, washed, and put these on the dehydrator to go ahead and dehydrate. My dehydrator is pretty simple, very simple, entry level simple. Takes about a day. I let these go for about a day, the full day, and once they were completely dry, I put them in my blender. Kind of gave them a few pulses. I could have pulsed it a little bit finer to get that powder a little bit finer, but yeah, you'll see. Let me know if you guys like this type of content. I can make more videos like this. You know, I really want you all to be encouraged and inspired to grow your food and also grow your medicine. You know, let me know in the comments. But until next time, family, I will keep you all posted.